Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Antiteshorto. Today, I'm going to be covering Cad Bane's rework. I'm going to quickly cover, and I'm also going to cover Aurra Singh's kit, and talk a little bit about of what I've learned so far today. Of course, some of it, of course, has been watching other game changers because I don't have access to these characters to test them with their updated setup. So let's go ahead and get started. So Gunslinger. The original text was deal physical damage to target enemy with 65% chance to attack again. That was kind of obvious. But they also added inflict accuracy down on a target enemy for 2 turns. Cad Bane gains 15% turn meter for each critical hit. So what's unique about this is a new debuff. I like how they keep bringing out new debuffs and new buffs and stuff like that. Again, I feel like the game should find a place to allow you to actually look up the info on all these buffs and debuffs, in my opinion. Just maybe a little tidbit there. But yeah, it's kind of cool. And he has to gain 15% turn meter for each critical hit. So if you find a way of getting him to counterattack, that's 30% turn meter. He's gonna be sped up a little bit, especially since he is a slow character. Gotta quickly look over here and show that his speed is 125. That's maxed out with the 6. Um, or the extra 12 speed. If it wasn't for that, it would be 113. That's, of course, with the new gear pieces of Gear 12 Plus, those extra 2. That's where it's aiming at. Stun Gun. Deal physical damage to target enemy. Dispel all buffs on them and stun them for 1 turn. In addition, remove 50% turn meter, doubled against Jedis. Before, it used to be... Oh no, if the target is debuffed, remove 25% of their max protection stacking. This attack can't be evaded. So, previously, you had to have a chance to remove the turn meter. And, like, I think it was like 50% chance to remove the turn meter. It's no longer up, but I kind of hate those type of, it's a chance to gain this percent or turn meter. It's, like, kind of weird. But first off, this is great because now Bounty Hunters faction, from what I've noticed, they have quite a few different characters that really work around with dispelling buffs. Being Boba Fett, I think Dengar does it. Greedo, we got Cad Bane now doing it. It's kind of nice. Of course, still Fett is the only one that can work around taunt. But this is really nice. And also, if the target's debuffed, you remove 25% of their max protection stacking. This is really good with against the Darth Nihilus phase in phase 1 of the Sith raid. So he's really good. He's really good there. The rest of this kit, as I go through it, it's just not good enough for arena or anything, PvP wise. But PvE still pretty good. So he's a lot better. So his unique has completely changed. His unique in leadership had to change completely. So it's no longer the evasion or whatever it was for leadership. So for the right price, Cad Bane has 30% crit chance and 30% crit damage. Awesome. When Cad Bane inflicts a debuff, he recovers 5% health and max protection. Max health, max protection. When he scores a critical hit, he has a 50% chance to reduce his cooldowns by 1. Well, that's kind of cool. Being able to reduce the stun gun cooldown by 1. I will say this, though, before I continue on. I feel like Cad Bane could have gotten like a burning ability to flick the burning debuff as well. Like a flame burst or something. Because if you watch him face off against Obi-Wan Kenobi and Quinlan Voss on Clone Wars, he has like this big burst of flame. It's not like a long continuous one that Jango Fett would shoot out, but well, even though they're both flamethrowers, he had it set up to a burst, and so they could have set it up to where you do a burst and then they would do random damage to 2 other allies or 2 other enemies, and then maybe inflict burning upon the whole team. I think that would be kind of cool to see, but who knows? Who knows if they decide to do that or not? But at least we got him reworked to make him at least better this way. Now going on to the leadership. This one's a unique leadership. First off, I do want to show one other thing with Cad Bane. Omega, 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 Omega. He has 100% Omega. He has no Zetas. So, cheapness wise, if you don't have Zetas, you just barely got to level 85, and you need a bounty hunter, you want him maxed out really good. This is a really. I would recommend Boba Fett, but if to have everything maxed out. But this is another good, decent leadership. It's okay. Like bounty hunter allies have 100% potency. That's huge. They gain advantage for 2 turns, and when they inflict a debuff, Cad Bane is a leader slot. His contract is active. You have to inflict 20 debuffs. So having this extra 100% potency is really big. So you run like IG88 and Boba Fett, you're inflicting like 20 debuffs over that. Like IG88's AoE does negative. What was it? I know it does ability block, and I think he does dots. I'd have to look at it, but then Boba Fett does ability block and some dots as well. So they're going to be spreading dots around. You also got like Dengar being able to spread grenades around, stuff like thermal detonators around, everything like that. So inflicting this I feel like it can go off pretty easily. And the reward is all enemies have negative 50% tenacity for the rest of the battle, and then the power payouts are activated. And then now let's go talk about Cad Bane's payout. So once it's activated, he has 25% evasion. Inflict thermal detonator for 2 turns on attacking enemy when Cad Bane evades, which can't be resisted. Or evaded. Not resisted, evaded. Unfortunately, it can't be. I wish it would say can't be resisted. But other than that, so far I like the new build of Cad Bane. I feel like, again, giving him another unique, or not another unique, another special ability could be big. Maybe changing his unique a little bit to where, if he's ever damaged, he can inflict, what was it, a thermal detonator on an enemy for 2 turns. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that is Cad Bane. I do want to cover Aurra Sing really quickly, and we will be set. So Aurra Sing, yep, she is the newest bounty hunter. So this is bounty hunter number 2. We got Embo, we got now Aurra Sing. She's another really good Sith raid character, and I'm glad they're starting to make some characters that are really big, good and big with the Sith raid. Got Embo bounty hunter leadership. Now you got Aurra Sing. It's exciting. So let's go ahead and start the kit. Weakening Shot deals physical damage to target enemy with 70% chance to inflict stun for 1 turn. If the target is debuffed, Aurra Sing gains 20% turn meter. So that's kind of nice. So if you're already targeting someone that had a debuff, sweet, you got it. Oh, I do want to quickly go over this. Aurra Sing's speed is 159. That's really fast for a bounty hunter. And so yeah, and also if you notice, she has a couple of Zetas, but I'm gonna go show them in here. So let's see, Hustle, which is number 1. I don't get the weirdness of the look of these buffs, but whatever. I think they did it just so that they show they're getting it up, because they're not showing all the other stats for the screen. I guess they're doing this just for these specific gifts or whatever. But anyways, Aurra Sing gains critical chance up and offense up for 3 turns and deals 35% more damage with her next ability. If Aurra Sing is already stealth, she takes a bonus turn. That's good. And she's a bounty hunter that works with stealth too, so we'll get to that. Now, this is where this ability comes in and literally is good for the raids. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If the target is toppled, so this means Rancor has a door on his neck. The AAT is down. Or Traya, the big one everyone would be excited for. Traya being not toppled down because her lightsabers were destroyed, or taken out at least. They weren't destroyed at all. But anyways, this attack deals 200% more damage, and this ability's cooldown is reset. Wow. That's huge. So you're able to topple them and do... And if you watch the videos of the game changers, they show that you can get up to like 400,000 damage from one of these shots. So Aurra Sing is going to be one of the MVPs for Phase 3 of the Sith Raid. Phase also 2 and 4 of the HAAT Raid, and Phase 2 and 3 of the Rancor Raid. Of course, I want to just watch the percentage drop when she does this attack to what's the name? The Rancor. Drop the door on the Rancor, and then you just pop him in the head, and yeah, that's where it would be. So, but yeah, that's a really good ability. Excuse me. Relentless Killer. Aurra Sing, her unique, has 40% critical damage, doubled when stealth, so that's good. Whenever a bounty hunter ally defeats an enemy, Aurra Sing gains 10% critical chance stacking for the rest of the battle. So that's really good, especially if you go through these, like the Rebel Roundup ability, or event, the Assault Battle event, where you just have like 8 rounds. You're going to be getting like, Aurra Sing's going to be critting a whole lot. Let's put it that way. I want to go back to this ability really quick. I wonder if it'll do massive damage. Yes, you can't do critical damage with it, but I wonder if this does massive damage to the event, the Night Sister event, where you fight and shoot that altar. I wonder if that is considered topple. I don't know if it is, but you take the enemies down, then the altar is revealed. So I don't know if that is considered toppled, because if it does, you're going to do at least maybe 100k on it, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. It's just my thought on possibly this being a nice ability to take on that altar ability, or altar event. Anyways, so let's go talk about the leadership. Bounty hunters and scoundrels, that's interesting, have 30% offense while stealthed. So that's huge. So you now have a stealth setup. At the start of the battle, whenever a bounty hunter ally defeats an enemy, all bounty hunter attacker allies gain stealth for 2 turns. Too bad they didn't have a start at the start of the battle. Yeah, okay, never mind. When Aurra Sing is in the leader slot and not the ally slot, contract is active. Use an ability while buffed 10 times. So if you're stealth for 2 turns, and you gain another stealth, that's good. You can start using some abilities, and you just get the abilities. But once that is activated, bounty hunter allies have 50% counter chance. So you get another counter chance, a setup leadership, kind of like Embo. And bounty hunter allies recover 25% protection and gain 25% turn meter whenever an enemy is defeated. So that's pretty cool. So you take out an enemy, yeah, you're going to be getting that protection greatly. It's going to be awesome. Let's put it that way. It's going to be awesome. So you will see once you actually, I feel like because of Embo, Aurra Sing, and Bosk, and then you use like Boba Fett, Dengar, Greedo, one of those in the other 3 slots or 2 slots, you can make a good team to take on the what's it called? The Rebel Roundup event. So it's going to be nice. And then Aurra Sing's payout. When she's paid out, she gets 25% offense, 50% health steal, and whenever she uses a special ability, she gains stealth for 1 turn. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that is Aurra Sing. I really like this character. I'm excited that she's coming out. I'm not a big fan of her in universe, but I think she's a really cool bounty hunter, especially for this game. I hope we still get Jango Fett this month. I still hope we get a few other bounty hunters this month. I've kind of already covered some bounty hunters we could get. We could get even young Boba Fett. We can get, I think, a C-21 Heisinger, the droid bounty hunter. We'll see what else we get. Hopefully we also get a Zamwazel rework. Maybe they're saving that one for next week. I know I feel like we might be getting the mod updates next week as well. I could be wrong. But I think they were saying something about this month. But we'll see what happens. Other than that, let me just guys think in the comments below about Cad Bane and Aurra Sing. I'm really excited about these characters. Well, at least more excited about Aurra Sing than Cad Bane. I'm glad Cad Bane got a rework. I feel like Cad Bane should have gotten a special ability, like a flame burst, because he burst out a flame from his flamethrower gauntlet, and it would make sense to have that ability. So why not? But other than that, thanks for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.